Howdy, folks.
Howdy, folks. And welcome back to Pap and Jack's Papstappen Serum Seminar.
Waffle House.
I'm your host, Blue Waffle Bond. Co-hosted on this spooktacular first ever Halloween episode with Torey Cole. Years ago, we said we were going to do this as Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Did we?
But then Torey got hit with a brick. We're also joined by today's guest, host of the Shot Cast, co-host of Secret Identity, and you can see her on the road with me. Star in Irvine, California. Was it the 15th, 16th, and 17th of November? Ms. Slater Harrison. And joined by new bonding staple and fixture on the show, my assistant, Rosie.
Yes, hello.
You know, Torey was my assistant at one time.
I'm sorry, Torey.
I'm happy to pass that torch.
Okay. You take it. It's hot.
What did you say?
I said I'm happy to pass that torch.
Yeah, well, she didn't do shit, so it's fine.
I feel like I don't do toast.
I don't think it was ever like it was like kind of like a.
Yeah, it was like I give you $1,000 a month, and you just do whatever.
That was like a one-time thing for Christmas.
No, that was the Christmas was an additional thing.
I was like,
do you want to pull up the
Santa.
Zelle receipts?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you're getting cold this year, bitch.
Torey Cole.
Ooh.
Oh, that was fast.
Slater's on fire. Well, I'm grateful to be next to you no matter what. So thank you for letting me share this seat.
You can see Torey and me on the road in Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. December
19th, 20th, and 21st. And all these ladies on the pod today, you can see at my show at Broadway December 6th.
All of us?
Well, Slater and Rosie.
Sorry, that wasn't funny.
And
it's cool. I'll be there.
Yeah. Despite
in the crowd throwing bricks.
You know, you're always at the shows
I am.
when we're in New York.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an auto.
Tori's a
That's
state.
an auto ad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you do 10 minutes up top, bring me right on, and then I'm gonna do 40 minutes of material, 45 minutes of material, and then 15 minutes of questions.
I like it
because they have mics that they're giving out to audience members now.
Ooh, that's fun.
Really?
Yeah, Rich told me that this.
That's gonna be hot.
Great. Yeah,
that'll be great.
Yeah, and that we also do live podcasts there.
Yeah.
Do they do it one at a time? Like they stand up, they're like, "Hi, my name's blah blah blah. I love your book, and I would like to ask you one question."
They should ask for them to ask you for advice because you've been wanting to do that stuff.
Well, I mean, I've been doing that in my Q&As.
Yeah,
those would be great clips. It's like the video.
Yeah, I have so many of them in Q&A stuff.
Advice acts.
Because like I took the idea from Seinfeld because he'd be in the middle of a 20-minute set where he's doing 45, and then he's like, "Does anybody have any questions?" And it's just 10 minutes of Seinfeld questions.
You were there for my favorite Seinfeld show, my favorite set I've ever done, where Jerry was like, "Any questions?" And then someone said, "Did you wait till she was 18?" And then they escorted him off stage and then brought up an 18-year-old girl.
Gross.
Jerry left.
What is the deal with age?
Yeah. Are they still together?
Oh.
Jerry?
No. He's married.
No.
This was like 30 years ago.
I found his son on Raya.
I was trying to give him an out.
Oh, I thought you said you saw Jerry on Raya. I was like, what? Unfortunately not. I would have locked that shit down. Jerry Seinfeld's son.
Are you Jewish?
No.
See, he likes Jewish women who are 17. So you got one of those things going for you, but not the other.
I know.
Shoshana, I think that was her name. She was a 17-year-old Jewish girl. He just walked up to her at a park and rizzed her up.
Wow.
And then got her number.
I'm going to convert right now.
Season 5 in Seinfeld. It's 94.
God, so he was at like his peak.
Yeah. Well, people forget that like Jerry was like a huge comic in the 80s, and then Seinfeld comes along, and then you get that network. But he was always a New York guy, and then he gets Seinfeld, and he goes to L.A., and does 9 seasons of that show, 7 of them with Larry David. And then the reason why he worked as opposed to everybody other than Julia did Veep years later.
Yeah.
But Jerry went back to stand-up. There's a great documentary called Comedian where you see him at the old Gotham on Metropolitan Room, and it's juxtaposed Orny Adams. Yeah.
What'd you learn from it? What's one takeaway?
Not to be an asshole, because everybody in that documentary was, and also Barry Katz, no matter what time period in history, will pontificate.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What a takeaway.
Pontificate.
I watched Ellen's new special.
Why?
She was actually really good. She's not a nice
You're the
person.
one person I heard say that.
Who?
Really?
Yeah.
It was good, I thought.
Yeah.
No. What is it?
New special.
Ellen's? That makes me like a little sad that she got canceled. It was like,
she deserved it. She was mean.
yeah, I know that.
She's not nice.
She was rightfully canceled.
She did make a good point. Who is nice in show business?
Yeah. True.
But like,
not so
when you control a staff and you're saying is be kind.
Yeah.
And then you get caught being a dick.
Exactly.
She did a joke about that.
Did she?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
What was the joke?
Like, if I had finished my shows with "Go fuck yourself," maybe people wouldn't be so mean to me.
I don't know. I don't even.
And don't rewind that tape because I'm a bitch on it.
We watched Finding Nemo the other night in San Diego. She had me in tears.
I was horrified of that movie as a little kid.
Horrified? Why?
So good. Well, that came out when I was like really. I think maybe it came out even before I was born.
You were, yeah.
That's wild.
There was the scene with the shark. I was really scared of the shark.
Fish are friends, not food.
I just hated the shark. My mom used to have to pause it whenever the shark scene came on.
Bruce, named after the shark from Jaws.
My sister named her baby after that shark.
That's
And
crazy.
Batman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We give him all shark things. He is a shark in my mind.
Aww.
Wow.
Same amount of teeth.
Probably.
Out for
They're
blood.
coming in.
They're
He
what?
breathes underwater.
They're coming.
Talented dude.
Willem Dafoe was in that movie, and I learned I could do a pretty good Willem Dafoe impression. Do you know who Willem Dafoe is?
I know who.
He was the Green Goblin. I don't know if I knew you would know.
He was in Finding Nemo. Oh, he was the
he
hot
was the
fish.
fish.
He was the
one.
hot fish.
Shark bait.
Shark bait.
We can get you out of here, shark bait. How do I know that?
That wasn't the
I'll
hot
tell
fish.
you how I know.
Is that the one with the scars?
Yeah.
Yes. Shark bait.
I was about to say that's the hot fish.
He's the.
Hot.
Have you seen the people make edits of the fish on TikTok?
No.
I'm
not a big
I
TikTok.
We're not
wanna
on the
fuck
same
a
TikTok
fish.
as you are. I don't know who Addison
not
Rae
in the
or
fish
Chappelle Roan
fucking-
were until
My
last week.
TikTok is all like how to not be fat.
Well, because those are the videos you're watching.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
It's like me going, all my
"Tell me
TikToks are just
more!"
sweaty MILFs. Well, you just snitched on yourself.
I don't care.
No, I know
Everyone
you don't.
knows that I talk about these things.
Yeah, I
It's
wasn't shaming you for that. I
relatable.
was tagging on the thing I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Because people are like, TikTok's being taken over by Chinese. Why am I seeing all these dudes in locker rooms and working out? I'm like, not everyone's seeing that, my brother.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
you
they
thing.
just came out on accident.
Yeah. Could you actually hit that light behind you?
Hit it.
Give us a
Just
little.
punch it.
Give us a little illumination.
It's not working.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, round table. Who's everyone's costume? Miss Harrison.
I'm Madonna, but after her shift on the streets, that's why I'm in sweatpants. That feels good. I don't know if you're gonna cut
Yeah, I don't know if you
that
can see
out
the
or
sweats.
not.
I don't think
Can
you
you?
can see it.
Well,
Yeah.
oh what?
You can see
I'm
Waddle. That's all
Madonna.
that matters.
Like a virgin. Yeah. I wear
Rosie?
this to feel.
I am Slutty Duck Dynasty. I toned it
I
down.
thought you said
I'm PG-13 Duck
Fuck Dynasty.
Fuck Dynasty. Sorry, but it's PG-13 Duck Dynasty right now.
because what was your
so it's
original
just
costume?
Fook.
I put the boobs away for the most part.
I was say they're still there.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm wearing a
I'm
sports
gonna-
bra.
I'm gonna
Me too.
Need some of those.
Me
What was
three.
your original costume though? What happened to that?
I was gonna be Slutty Spider-Man, and I ordered it from like a fancy ass costume company, and then someone
Spider-Man, he know his way home.
Spider-Man, he know where home at. Someone stole it off of my stoop, and I spent
York
like
for ya.
$30 for next day shipping because I was gonna go to a party, and then I had to come up with a costume last second, and I didn't even go to the party.
How did you land on Fuck Dynasty?
These are the clothes I just have in my apartment. These are clothes I wear every day.
It's a good outfit.
Yeah, Tori was like, "This looks. You should wear this more often." I was like, "I wear it every day." These are
Cowboy
everyday
boots are
clothes.
very in.
They
No
are.
matter what you're wearing. You wear
Lana Del
sweatpants
Rey
with
is
them.
ruining this country because I've had these clothes for years.
How's she ruining the country? Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, she's bringing back like she keeps like I
Marrying
open up,
nobodies?
I know. I open up Pinterest and it'll be like white trash aesthetic, and I'm
I
like,
love
can we
that.
stop? Can
What do
we
you two
stop?
think about this? Rosie was called Trailer Park Hot.
Yes,
That's actually, I like it. That's in.
Tori just heard hot.
that was just like that's like a dig a little bit. Trailer Park Hot. You're hot, but look like you'd get pregnant in high school. That's what I feel like.
Because
that's
you're
like-
so hot.
But you
She
didn't.
breastfeed Code Red, boys.
I know. I was watching a TV. I watched My Name Is Earl on the treadmill, and there's a line where the girl goes, he's like, "We could get flavored vodka," and she goes, "Flavored vodka is for sissies and pregnant women." And I've been thinking about that. all
Pregnant
day.
women.
My brother
Dude,
and I
that's-
slept in the same room till I was like 13, and we'd always go, "Good night, Earl. Good night, Randy." Let's do that when he's staying
That
over here.
reminds me
You
of
guys-
like Joe Dirt too.
I love that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That? Oh.
Joe Dirt.
Did they ever do a second one of those?
I feel like yes.
I
but
think they just
I
brought
didn't.
back the character was in a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I
Dude's
think it's
big.
in. Everyone's wearing real trees, so
I know.
it's in.
I was gonna draw facial hair on myself, but I would just look like someone from. I would
Like
just
a
look like my
trans-
type.
Like a trans fuck dynasty.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I mean, if you're gonna
Tuck
give yourself
dynasty.
tits and a beard, I don't know what you're getting
Yeah,
at.
it's just Bushwick for Halloween.
All right, that's one way to put it.
Back of the
Ooh.
Truck Dynasty.
It's just Rosie's roster for Halloween. That's what
I heard that she called you Trans Duck Dynasty, and she is dressed like trans oil Texas oil baron.
it's like
I didn't say it was a
Dibidome.
bad thing. I might have been complimenting her actually.
Mm.
Should put a beard on.
I don't think
Put a
anyone's-
beard on that bitch.
Has trans ever been used as a compliment?
Yes.
You look like a trans frog.
I just look designer. That's what that means.
Ribbit,
Yeah.
rub it. What are you, Torey?
I am wearing
She's
the
the hot-
Torey Boys
The
hat.
Torey Boys hat that we
that
got.
we were gifted in
I'm
Florida.
second tour date in St. Petersburg.
And that's about it. I'm a cowgirl.
Well, in
She's the
fairness, I did
hockey girl.
like
Didn't
an
you just
hour
say
ago ask Tori and everybody else to come over and do a Halloween episode because we hadn't done a bonding in so long. And I wanted to talk to Slater about what her experiences was like in San Diego this weekend doing stand-up in costume.
Oh, I was like, what? Recording all my hit songs? Yeah, no, performing in costume is fucking weird.
Really?
But then you get into it and you're like, I'm a character in a character in a character.
I was going to say, that sounds fun.
And now I feel like when I go back on stage in regular clothes that I'm going to
You're
be
like, who am
missing
I?
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who am I?
That's why I
Who
wore
am I?
that when I went to Naples a couple of weeks ago, they were like, where's your Michael Jackson fit? Because I think that was the first weekend I wore it. And I was like, it served its purpose for a month. Actually, my first time wearing it, it was so tight, I tripped getting
I
on the
remember.
stage.
I have a photo of you falling.
Thank you. Delete it.
Look at him go! Look at you! Glenn
Diamond took
Coco.
it.
Yeah.
It was
Shout
so
out
funny.
WD. Yeah, I'm glad.
That's great. I hope it was live so you could watch it.
Oh my God. I have
It's
a
on
photo.
video too.
Oh,
I have a
beautiful.
photo of Troy in the
Gravity is
Batman
a
costume
bitch.
running down the stairs in your apartment building.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
that
a
was
live
fun.
photo. All of those are live photos.
Love that.
It's just.
That was a good day.
they're
It was
not
a good
gonna-
day.
Yeah, what happened that day? Because you had out of context, that's gonna sound crazy, but
We
in
played
context, it sound crazy.
with lightsabers on the roof, and then you
Yeah,
put
we
on
trained with
Batman
lightsabers
costume and you walked
because
me home.
Yeah,
because it was
Rosie,
night. Yeah.
and we trolled everyone that was out on the street.
troll
It was
anyone, they
like 3
just-
in the morning on a Saturday.
Was it
And
that
people-
late?
Yeah,
Troy Bond?
people were
I'm like,
hammered.
How did you get that?
Yeah.
This whole costume.
Did the
Keep being like,
lightsaber give it
Superman
away?
is gay. That's what he was fucking.
That was
Oh yeah, I was walking around going, Superman's gay.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
just walk up to people who'd be
Spider-Man's
talking. I'm like, hey
gay.
man, Superman's gay.
He said Spider-Man's gay.
Superman.
broke
No,
that.
because
He's
Batman
not in
is
the same
Superman.
universe as
Whatever.
Batman, Spider-Man.
Oh.
He's Marvel.
All of
Superman is
the-
Took that
DC.
clip down. You made a whole.
I didn't take it down.
It's still on your YouTube.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
Thank God it lives.
I didn't take it
somewhere.
down. I have a.
The comments on that video are my favorite of all of them.
What are they?
One of them is like half black man.
That's funny.
That was-
Yeah, that he's not the night. He's 9:30. That was Rosie went through all of that. Rosie jumped into being my right hand head on, not really knowing what she was going into, and I feel like a month in, it's like, well, this is the life. Troy needs help charging lightsabers and defeathering chickens. I guess that's what I'm doing today.
I need
Here I
extra
am.
hands for all this labor. God.
Your room does look pretty good.
That's
You
the-
can see the floor.
was
No
all
thanks to
him.
Rosie.
It's
I know,
crazy.
that was
Well done.
that
Yeah.
was all Troy. Actually, he did that on a. I was at a shoot on Monday. And he did that on.
Yeah, 'cause someone was supposed to do it Friday, but mice will have a way of
Oh,
clearing
Sorry.
up your brain.
They'll
and
just
cleaning
eat.
out the
I'm
room. I
sorry.
threw out everything. I'm on my Marie Kondo shit.
I'm on mine.
I'm so-
Does this spark
too.
joy?
And if it did, I still threw it
There's a
out.
lot of
Yeah.
things that are sparking joy in there still.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
those are-
gosh darn fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna throw out my droid or the stuff on the wall.
Droid is joy. Yeah.
Yeah, droid is joy.
Droid is joy.
Say that
Dark
5 times
joy.
fast.
My throne, joy. The big. You didn't even see the big light panels I got in there.
I did.
Oh, you saw desktop
Yeah.
light panels? Yeah.
I'm
That's
just glad
joy.
you have a bed again. The no bed era was
That was a
an
tough
issue.
era.
Yeah.
I'm happy I was not here
For those
the
who
no
don't
bed.
know that are listening, Troy decided that he didn't need to sleep,
Well,
Yeah.
and he threw his bed away.
Sleep is for the weak.
One of my favorite things about you.
I did not sleep for a whole summer, and then
No,
I
you
did a
did
suit
not.
and Elvis costume.
My favorite was when you'd have guests over, and they'd be like, "Where's your bed?" And you'd be like, "I don't need it," and they'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I'm shocked
They'd
that
be
people didn't just U-turn out of there.
No, they were like, "You are doing pretty well, so maybe I should try it."
Yeah, no,
All of a sudden, we see a mattress
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
street by Torey's place. She's doing it.
Watch these numbers go
I'm not
up,
going to catch
ladies.
any more Z's. No more.
it was not worth it.
No, because then you bought another. I think it lasted like a week, maybe.
No, it lasted like a solid
You,
2
you bought
months.
like a
Long time.
Japanese
I had a
floor
futon, then I
bed.
got the Japanese floor bed.
Yeah,
but
and
then
I
we
was
saw
like,
mice,
wow,
and I was
we're
like, I don't
like-
want them that close.
You were committing.
But I was like, all right, I don't need it. My ex dumped me. I'm not sleeping. I'm committing fully
Oh, yeah.
to staying up and working.
And I would like come over and catch you like out cold on your futon. Remember when I brought you jelly beans and you thought you sleptwalked?
Is that when I hit my head?
I don't know.
Remember I hit my head
I-
falling
there-
last year,
yeah.
and you came and
That was another time.
oh,
That was a different head count.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not good with traction and walking down the stairs. It's always when I'm going down the stairs, I'll
It
either
is.
slip.
I
and
mean,
I'll-
you have so much going up
Yeah,
that
you're a tall
gravity
guy.
just wants to
Yeah.
take you
You're
Yeah.
so
down.
far.
I don't.
Yeah,
do
that's
you
a
fall
far fall.
forward down the stairs, or did you
Yes.
like slide?
Because
when
I'm
I've
trying to
fallen
catch
down
it.
the stairs,
You're so tall. I feel like you have a moment, like a few seconds, to realize you're falling when you're falling. Normal people just fall and they're like, "Shit!"
I
Like
know,
you're
I'm
like,
close
it's
to the
happening.
ground.
It
Going
happens
down.
in slow motion. You're like,
Yeah.
no, wait, this is happening. And then you're like, I think I'm going to find my footing. And then I'll see you later, Torey. No, it's okay. These mics ain't that sensitive. It won't pick up anything. Oh, boy. Thanks for that warning. It's like the AT-ATs in Empire Strikes Back. Like, they fall at the legs. Like, that's exactly how I fall. 'Cause
Or
it's
like
my legs.
Michael Jackson.
Smooth Criminal. Yeah. There's videos of him falling during that performance.
Really?
Like 3 or
'Cause
4 separate times.
He's got to land right on his face.
Yeah, well, that's
That's why. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they had these hooks at the bottom of his shoes that would hook
And then
onto
they'd
the
hook on,
stage
like,
so when he
nails,
did it
right?
live. Yeah, and it'd fall over. And he would always push the limit and go a little bit too farther. But he always put his hand out right before he caught it. 'Cause
Wait, he
knew
had
it.
hooks under there?
He had hooks in the heels of his shoes that
He
would
never
connect.
told me that.
Yeah, you
That is fucked up.
you weren't looking for the hooks in the mirror.
No.
Asking him to change his altitude.
No, I wasn't.
But he
right.
wouldn't admit that. And I don't know what that was. For years, he would just go, "No, it's camera tricks. That's Hollywood. We're all just leaning like that."
We only got 4 minutes to save the world.
Save the world. You know, he named his snake Madonna.
I did know that.
Because the story goes, they went on a date, and he was like, "All right, I'm taking you to Disneyland." And then he had the sunglasses, and he was driving, and she was like, "Those sunglasses aren't staying." And she took them off his face and threw them out the window, and they like quarterly went on it. Prince couldn't stand her, so that's why he was like, "All right, yeah, let me see. I'll take this one."
Prince is like, I only like doves.
I only like doves
You're a snake,
and
bitch.
doing splits. I know my body. Michael, this
My
the first
body,
line of that
my
song is,
animal.
"Your butt is mine." Now, I ain't singing that to you, and you ain't singing that to me. Both died pretty similarly
By a snake.
by sleep medication, prescription drugs.
Slavery,
Prince
nonetheless.
predicted his death in Let's Go Crazy. Never gonna let the elevator bring us down.
Oh no, let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna die just like this.
That's just what it sounds like when Prince dies.
I manifested it. Shit, oh fuck no.
Ooh. This is-
Like an idiot.
well,
Prince fucked up his whole life.
he had a heart attack on the plane, and they were like, "We have to land your plane and take you to the Paisley Park, and then take you to the hospital.
Promised Land."
Take you to the promised land." And he goes,
Speaking of the promised land,
Hey,
our
there's Turk
cowboys
Cole.
back.
How was it? Nice little squirt one or squirt little nice one? It wasn't good. Oh boy, didn't even hear it flourishing. It's gonna come out green and root leafy. We talk about women's bowel movements on this podcast.
We
Hi,
do.
I'm Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think it's important.
Activia.
I think
Yeah.
it's totally okay.
I don't want to know about it.
With the hair.
For all of the
I don't.
single men watching, I actually don't poop.
It's ignorant.
Women don't poop.
Rosie shits the most out of all of us, actually.
Big shitter.
Big
You can
shitter.
tell.
I know you can't tell that I'm actually so
She's
small
wearing
and
a Raising
petite.
Cane's hat.
I don't poop at all.
I convinced myself that women
Everybody
didn't
poops, but
flatulate or
Rosie.
poop until I was like
You had
26.
brothers. I think
serious?
men with brothers like don't understand
I
women.
just didn't want to believe it. I was like, nah, they don't do the same gross stuff we do.
Beyonce shits.
No, she does not. She's a witch. She just goes,
Yeah, I feel
all
like
the single poopies, all the single
it
poopies.
just seeps out her pores.
Yeah.
That's kind of worse.
She's like
though.
a
Yeah, but she does it.
spore,
She does it
like
for us.
like a sea sponge. She doesn't reproduce.
No,
She just,
sir.
she just exudes hormones. And Jay-Z
Yeah.
got pregnant like a seahorse. And
Well,
Jay-Z likes
anyway, shit. Bullshit. They're in trouble. All of the celebrities have like fled to London since the Diddy files came out.
Really? You think that you don't think Beyonce and Jay-Z are in there?
That's like the first one that everybody thinks are in there. It's
I'm not
Beyonce
gonna-
and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That makes me sad.
J-Lo is heavily implicated too because of the
Yes.
nightclub
She's a
shooting that
Looney
happened when she shot up. Diddy shot up a club of record producer in New York years ago.
And she didn't have her orange drink, and so they
She-
took her to jail.
Right.
I
What was that?
know.
Where she was like,
Her orange
she was
drink.
like, this is what I looked like running up and down the Bronx. I
Oh,
go into my
yeah.
bodega, I
You
get
watched
a
her-
ham and cheese sandwich and an orange drink. If you know, you know. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We don't know, bitch.
We don't know.
Wait, was
Shot
that
you
in her
knows.
documentary?
It was,
I never watched
It was
that.
in the documentary she made about the movie she was making. And it was right after the scene where she called a bunch of people, and then she turns to Ben Affleck and she goes, Oprah said no. And then it like cuts to her.
I feel like J-Lo thinks she's part of it, but she's not. Like, they won't let her in. And that's why Ben Affleck is just fucking wanting to kill himself.
She's always accused of marrying to profile her career upwards more because she started off as a dancer. Her breakout was in Living Color. And then she did Selena. Which was like amazing. That made her an actress.
Yeah,
and Diddy, then when she started doing music, mentored her and then became her boyfriend. And that nightclub shooting happened. And we were watching this thing yesterday where they said eyewitness reports because they shot up the club and then they drove away and then they threw something out the car. A beige hand threw a gun out the car. Everybody else in the car was black. J-Lo was in the car with him. A bystander saw a beige hand throwing the gun out the window of the car.
What kind of witness statement is that? I saw a hand. It was beige.
Police officer.
That's what said it. It said a light-skinned hand that landed on that threw out a gun and it landed on my car.
It was like a feminine light-skinned hand. Yeah. I said, what if that was actually Diddy's hand the whole time?
Yeah, he gets manicures.
That's what he would have. That's what he would have like said in the. That's what it'd be in the dissertation. He was like, actually, it was a very masculine hand.
Allegedly.
It was a very allegedly. If it were a hand, it would be large and masculine, and women would love it. Women would love it.
Yeah, it's telling that everyone's quiet on it, and that's how you know everybody was at those parties. Denzel Washington went to one of those parties, but he chastised Diddy
because
he was starting to get freaky, and he went, "You don't respect people," and he left.
Oh,
wow. And he always had the line being like, "Always leave a party at 10 p.m. 10:30, that's when it gets crazy."
10:30.
Wow, that's early. Yeah.
Some parties don't even get started until
double digit.
That's when the freak-offs happen. So.
What would you guys say your bedtime is normally?
I don't have one.
When the freak off ends? I don't know. I would say probably like 1.
Every night?
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to aim to.
Yeah.
Because I can always count on being home in bed by 1.
So then if I wake up at 9, 8 hours, boom.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is your goal 8 hours?
Yeah, they say you need like 10 now. I'm like, we're just upping it.
They keep upping it. Like, you want us to do nothing with our lives?
Yeah.
Life keeps getting harder. That's why.
You got to do the 888.
I thought it was 7 until recently, and then it just keeps going up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now fucking Dakota Johnson, our favorite, she fucking was like, I sleep 16 hours a day.
No, she does not.
And if I don't, I will not work. I will not. And then like everyone was like, yeah, this bitch.
That's half the day.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a lot. You got to do the 888.
That's more than half the
rule.
day.
8 hours of sleep, 8 hours
half
working.
24?
12.
8 hours relaxing.
What's half of that?
6.
What's half of that?
3.
What's half of that?
1.5.
What's half of that? It's all right. You did good. Why don't you just take the axe and I'm going to put it over here.
I couldn't do that either.
Right, guys?
I don't like the decimal.
0.7?
I don't like the Dewey system, okay? Dewey.
0.75.
Dewey is books.
Dewey Decimal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's for libraries.
Yeah. When I was in elementary school, there was a Dewey Decimal rap, and I memorized it because I didn't have friends.
Well, I'm Dewey Decimal. I'm here to say I flip the pages and you're kind of gay. If you read in books without a system, call your brother. I'm a kiss him. I'm a Dewey.
Elementary school librarians. He does parties. He does.
What is a Dewey Decimal System?
It's how they sort library books.
Like, how do they do
I don't know how it works.
Explain the Dewey.
I'm trying to remember it.
Who is Dewey?
This is what his name is.
Probably
Melville
the guy.
Dewey.
What was it?
Like Melville Dewey. That's the guy who invented the Dewey.
Oh, so it is.
And the start of the rap would go,
Melville.
"Hi, my name is Melville Dewey. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I thought they just put it by like
organize a
like
library."
self-help.
I thought it was just categorized.
Yeah.
There's numbers. And I think like
horror.
0.600 is history.
Why are we using numbers for books?
Does that exist outside of school, or do they have that like Barnes and Noble?
That's in like real libraries. I don't think it's in a bookstore, but it's in none
of that fake library shit.
What's the dumbest thing you think we take time to teach children?
That.
Division?
I didn't learn
fractions,
it.
Pythagorean theorem,
My
geometry.
dad used to say phases of the moon because I remember one time.
You see the moon all the time. That's important.
I like
It's
those.
a
Like
wax
they teach that like every year. Like I think I learned that from 2nd grade up until the year I graduated.
Faces of the moon?
Yeah.
I've never even heard
A
of this.
waning crescent.
Yeah, I can tell you what a waxing gibbous is. That's
Well, but I like it if everything.
No, give it to me.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I know how to file.
I think it's important. I feel like if like everything went to shit, you got to know the moon, the sun, how to tell the
How is knowing the face of the moon going to help me in a zombie
Because
apocalypse?
it's going to tell you about the ocean
That's
shit.
how you're going to tell time.
What if you're in
I'm
Oklahoma?
about to say, that's the only place it will help
High
you.
tide, low tide. There's a lot of fucking shit in Mother Nature you should
I
probably
think the
know.
weather is important to know.
Yeah, you don't need to know tangent angles.
How are we gonna know the weather if the grid goes down?
The rain cycle?
Tan?
Did you learn the rain cycle? That's another one that I think
I
is
don't
stupid.
think I learned that.
No,
I am
Missy
a rain
Elliott taught it to
cycle.
me. How are we gonna tell the weather when the grid shuts off?
What do you mean?
Like if it's like
You lick your finger.
Yeah,
and go
fucking walk outside, bitch.
I know, when white people start to smell like
Look for
dimes, that's how you know
moss
it's
on
raining.
rocks.
Yeah.
when they lips is chapped. You know it's cold out there.
Go out there.
What you know that they say if you go back in time, most people the only thing they could do is make a sandwich.
I don't even think they could do that
No, they
because
would-
sliced
they
bread
wouldn't
didn't
have
happen
mayonnaise.
until like the 80s.
That was what you were focused on.
Yeah.
What if they wanted peanut butter and
You
jelly?
can't make a sandwich without mayonnaise.
Sure you
Yeah.
can. Peanut butter and jelly.
There's no bread. There's no mayonnaise.
What do you mean there's no bread? Well, if
There's
you went
no
back
bread.
to the 1700s, they had bread. And you can cut 2 pieces off the
did
loaf and
bread
make a
come
sandwich.
out?
You know,
But that's
Betty
the only thing you
White
can
is
do.
older than sliced bread.
She did.
was
I know
older
the
than
debut
sliced
of
bread.
bread.
Yeah,
I
that is
think
true.
that bread is
Betty
why
White
we're all
died in
fat. So
Don't remind me.
2020,
bread made us
and
fat.
she was
That was
99. We had the
4
same
years
birthday.
ago?
Yeah, so that means sliced bread came out in 21
I think so, yeah.
during Prohibition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Imagine people not being able to drink and they're like,
Bread
damn,
is-
I guess we got to cut bread now.
God, could
Bread
just-
is
I can't keep
15,000
biting
years
it off
old.
the loaf.
bread is 15,000 years
Yeah,
old. Yeah,
when
that makes
did bread
sense.
first get sliced? Was it
Yeah.
an accident? Like someone dropped a
1922.
knife and they're like, ooh, wait a second.
I love,
Yeah, it's like
I love
potato
Googling
chips.
things,
He's
and
like,
then
"I'm not
it
potatoes."
suggests all these bizarre questions, and you're like, "What are we doing as a human race?"
Googling.
1928.
Wow.
That was the first slice of bread.
All right, I'm gonna type in "what is" and just see what comes up first.
Oh yeah. What is
My Google search history is frantic.
lizard tails, mustard,
Yeah.
parking at the San Diego Zoo? Oh wait, that's what I was gonna ask. What was you like performing in a
what
costume?
is Diwali? What the fuck is that?
Diwali is like
Diwali's the
it's a Hindi
Indian
holiday.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that comes up.
It was on an episode of
it's
The
probably
Office.
coming up. What were you going to say, Troy? Michael?
Sorry.
No, I was waiting for
Scott?
you to say something about Diwali.
I wanted to know what it was.
Like I did with Tito. I didn't know what Diwali was either.
Well, now
Thank-
everyone knows.
I really don't. It's a Hindu
Isn't it
holiday.
Is it a new? I think it's a New Year thing.
Yeah.
I learned it from The Office. So.
Is it
And that's what
happening
Oh, yeah,
right
Kelly.
now?
learned it
Is
from
that why
The
it came up on my
Kelly
Google?
Kapoor.
I think it's coming up. Yeah. When I worked at Lush,
feel
we
it.
had Diwali bath bombs.
feel
and
it in
came
the
out this
air.
time
I
of
feel
year.
like those would give you yeast infections.
They probably all do.
What would?
See how much
Bath
glitter?
bombs give you BV. You know?
My ex
That's
worked
all
at
it
Lush
is.
and she loved bath bombs.
I worked
bet
at
you had a lot
a
of
Lush
UTIs.
for
Yeah.
a while. I worked. I don't work anymore. I hated that job. I
Lush
was
is
so
a
bad at
bizarre
it.
store. Why
They
are you
used to
walking
make
for
me-
80 different
Hey,
things?
let's sell soap to bald women with eating disorders.
Well, they used to make me take it.
That's Lush. Lush, come on in if you want a bath bomb to make you forget you don't have hair
And an itchy vagina.
and think you're fat.
Let's give you another problem to focus on this.
There was a thing there that everything at Lush was edible, and there was a while where I wasn't allowed to have a lunch break, and so we would all eat the packing peanuts because the packing peanuts were edible.
They are like very
It's
green.
just-
on
No,
it.
they're potato. They're made out of potato powder.
Were they good?
No.
They were packing peanuts.
90 lives.
She ate like she was a North Korean
Dude,
citizen.
every time I hear a Rosie story, I'm like, what the fuck?
And she drops it casually, like it's not the most heinous thing you've ever heard in your entire life.
I'm like,
At Lush, we ate the packaging.
She's 200. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah, no.
So many lives.
Thank
Yeah.
Are you tired of being told you're how young and amazing you are? Because it will dry up soon. I used to be young like you.
Someone called. I remember the first person I like worked with when I moved to the city called me a prodigy, and then 2 years later said I was too ugly to do stand up.
Oh, was it a
was
prodigy
me.
of stand-up?
It was Troy.
Oh, it was you?
I know Rosie since she was
called her
15.
ugly?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
And now look at her killing it.
Wow.
I
Were
don't
you
like-
offended, or were you like, okay, sure?
I don't know. I was in high school, so it's probably like.
I
You
did not call you
cheat,
ugly, by the way.
alibi.
Tori
You
still
got no
calling her things.
alibi.
I was nice to her. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
stay that far away from me, and you will be good at comedy one day.
You do have an eye for talent, so
And minors. No, I'm kidding.
that's gonna have to be edited
I'd like to think I have an eye for talent.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking
Not
room.
when you're
I
looking
know.
at
Yeah.
Look at this town.
These four girl bosses.
Yes.
What,
That was very
we all have
millennial
long
of you,
hair.
Troy.
Yeah,
Was that
no.
was that ironic, or did you say that on purpose?
you ate.
Oh my gosh. I can't, like,
I just
didn't
threw.
know.
I'll throw up like a cat. It'll
Slater
be loud
heard Logan
and for 45
talk Gen
minutes.
Z this weekend, and I
What
don't
was
think
the
I've ever.
Gen Z thing Logan said?
That was one.
What?
You
You
ate?
ate.
I'm
Tell
like,
me
what?
more.
What did we eat? I want lunch. What's going on?
Tell me
hate
more.
that
What
one.
else did she say?
Is she like chronically online and will like?
Yeah, she's a social media manager.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
duh. Yeah.
She says slag,
Torey,
girl boss.
I
hate it when people say that like on stage and stand up.
What?
Like I'll go to do a show in Brooklyn and people will be like, and then I told my boyfriend he's slay queen, and I was like, can we stop?
There's 2 comics I know who
Slay
still get off
needs to
stage
get
going
retired.
bye, and I want to just choke them with my
the
bare
boy
hands
with
every
the-
time I hear it.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I know, I've heard that too.
One of them we talked
does
about
that?
earlier and used to be my friend. The other is
Bye.
yeah. I don't
Is
want to
a joke
mention any names.
Hi. They're both bad.
They're actually all in this
Bye.
room. I'm kidding. They're
No,
all
you
in
both
this
have
room.
great. You walk off with such confidence. You and you do too, Rose. But I've just seen them on the Rose. Actually, no, you don't walk off with confidence because you're not sure how to dap them up.
Yeah,
But you
I
kill
think
on
that's the
stage.
whitest thing about me is I never know how to pass the mic. 'Cause some people are fist bumpers and some people handshake.
Yeah,
No, the
you
whitest
and
thing
then,
about
and
you.
God forbid someone tries to dap me up.
The
I didn't
whitest
know
thing
that was a
about
thing.
you is that you're
I'm
Native
a dapper.
American.
I'm a big dapper.
You're a
I go
dapper.
in too hard
I like
sometimes.
this.
You
Yeah.
are
I
what?
like the stick shift.
What?
Ooh.
What? Grabbing
Whoa.
the fist?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
let me go.
I like to make it weird on purpose.
Yes.
I try to either do the hug or the way up here high five.
So they can't reach it, you piece of
When we
shit?
were in
Yeah, 'cause
Oklahoma
it's
the first
shit.
time,
And
You're
that
like,
too.
come to my level,
Here,
asshole.
buddy. Yeah, come on. Oh, God.
You want a treat?
Yeah, I would do
there
that.
was like 3 times you knocked the air out of me in Oklahoma when I was
Why?
hosted, and then you came up and gave me
Oh,
a
I'm a
hug, and I
big
gave you
hugger.
a
Yeah,
microphone,
I'm
and I was
sorry.
like, ugh, and it like
Well, it's
took me-
energy that you have coming on stage. We're like, I'm trying to take more time walking up now because I usually just want to get the show started, but like
Yeah.
trying to bask in it
Let
more.
the
So
music play.
yeah, that aggressive hug
Let
is
the
me getting that
music
energy out
play.
before I look at the
You
crowd.
get away.
and you siphon all the energy out of me. and put it-
Yep. And then I'm like, go finish editing Secret for me, please. Rosie's road warrior. She was bred for
I
this.
tried.
She knows what she's doing.
I tried.
Road's a skill.
Proud of,
Yeah.
of that little Padawan.
Yeah, it
I was
is.
proud of you
Thank you.
for we showed up to San Diego an hour before the show
I was
started.
impressed you guys made it.
Dude,
So was I.
Yeah, you were
I
with
was
us.
too.
on that
I was
time.
getting all the emails. I was like,
I got
was a
angry
lot.
FaceTime.
What happened?
sorry.
Why were we late?
I'm sorry.
We weren't late.
No, I mean, well, we were because
We
we
were
got
on
stopped.
time. We were on time, but yeah, we were on the tarmac. Something about tarmacs these days, people. We're on them for longer.
We went from
Longer.
LaGuardia to Charlottesville, so I went to sleep, and I woke up an hour and a half later being like, we there yet? And she was like, brother, we ain't even left New York. And then I went, well, there goes our connecting flight. Gonna have to cancel this show, do it Sunday. I'm not even sure how we got new flights. Did Logan get them? Did you get them?
No,
don't
I went
remember.
to customer service and I was like, hello, Patricia. Would you be
Oh.
a doll? Because we were in Charlotte and I was like, oh, my Lord.
I think
we are going to miss our show.
Yeah, because I was like, just go see if you can talk with him.
and
I'll be right
she
back
was
here.
like, she was one of those tough Southern ladies who's like,
yeah.
what did you need? And I was like, well, if you could just do me a solid and me a sweet little iced tea, I need 2 tickets to Paradise Stat.
But you
Did it
said
work?
And
Hell
but she
yeah.
was slow on the printout too. I was like, you printed them out, you could just email them to us. And she's like,
doing
you're
it
going to
by
get the
hand.
hard copy. They're not going to have this on that.
You
I was
said
like,
that the
pretty
pilot
sure
might
they
have been
will,
drunk
but-
too, right?
Huh?
You said that the pilot might have had a rough night. You caught a
Yeah,
glimpse of
I
him?
saw him getting on and he had 2
No.
coffees and he was just like,
Stop.
ugh. And I was like, that's for him and him.
Whenever I see the pilot, like I always am like, is your hair brushed?
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
Is
check
your
him
shirt
out.
tucked in?
That would be a good,
Always-
guy, boyfriend, a pilot.
Yeah, because they're never
nope,
around.
wrong.
Catch you
Yeah.
never, loser.
Yeah, you know
Wrong.
their
Hey,
schedule
Raphael.
too.
Well, were
They're
you
like,
human
"This
traffic
bitch in
pilot
Egypt."
too? Ruin pilots for us.
No, but like a lot of
no.
pilots are military men.
Great.
Like they were
love
they were
discipline.
they
Ooh,
were in
yeah,
So you can cheat.
missionary.
they
Yeah.
were they like were in the Air Force because they have to get like travel
Hey,
hours.
that's good.
I don't know.
That's good.
Like
And you're
pilots
against
like,
military men.
They beat their
I've just
wives
had
or
it-
what?
Yeah,
Rosie said it.
Oh,
They're never out of the combat
Rosie
zone.
said it.
yeah.
I know.
A lot of trauma in
Well,
those brains.
okay, I would like to say for the record, not all
PTSD.
military
No,
men
yeah,
beat
not
their
all
wives.
military men. Just
Just the ones Rosie's
Rosie's
dated.
stirring up a
Sorry.
pot over here. We like some
No, no, no.
controversy.
They already don't
But
like
I mean,
me.
like historically, like it's kind of like a meme that they're cheaters.
Should I ask Google?
Aren't
You
the
could
wives
ask
too?
Google.
Isn't that the joke
Yeah, they just all cheat on
they
each
come
other.
home and they're like, I'm pregnant.
I've been
They're like,
cum
"But I was
banned."
only gone.
Yeah, and
For
then
this
Taylor
many
Swift
months.
was like, "Dear John."
too? And you've been pregnant.
Who put that in you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. Air
so-
Force is like the nicest of all the branches.
Air
That's
Force?
what everybody says, but they also say like Air Force is like
It's because
the
they're in the air. They can't fuck
feel
anything
like
up there.
there's- well, yeah, 9/11.
Well, they're also
I see a commercial flight. Hang on. That's why the doors be flying off.
It's probably the one job in the military that has more transferable skills than a non-military job when you get out.
Flying?
Yeah.
So
Being
does
in
the
Air Force.
Navy.
My best friend is in the Air Force, but now
boating
it's
shit?
Space
boating
Force.
shit? Captain?
Yeah, you could be a capitan.
Yeah?
You could bring the big cargo ships.
Engineering,
yeah.
I think could really
The Air Force that's also the one that has the most engineering firms in
Yeah.
it. Like that's where all the building stuff comes in. Like one of my best
Legos.
friends builds rockets for the Space Force. So
Space Force.
Space Force. Like he doesn't have to. He's
thing
never going
Trump
to see a field.
I don't like
but
to talk
he's
about
gonna-
my SpaceX.
Elon is just dorkier and dorkier every time
I'm
I see
actually
him.
dark goth MAGA.
Dark Gothic MAGA.
The Trump rally.
Yes, and he spoke at 2 of them, and he jumps up and down with his fucking fat fucking goo all out there.
Get Ozempic at this point.
No, even his father was like, his estranged father was like, oh, perhaps Elon should maybe consider weight loss. Well, maybe you should have cut him off with some of that apartheid money, my G. He just got his heart broken by Grimes, tripled up his Adderall dosage, does ketamine, and now,
then-
of course, he wants to support Trump because he
That's
owns 2
what-
businesses.
And he built a whole compound for all his kids in the 3 different
Yeah,
moms.
he's consistently talking
like
about
9.
underpopulation being a problem, and all these billionaires will say it's
Wait,
a problem.
why would they think that's we have too many of
Because
us?
they don't want their money to go to anybody else other than someone in their family when they die. So they pretend they care about underpopulation, but really they just want to cream as many Twinkies as they can so they have to spread the wealth when they kick the bucket.
Yeah, they spread the wealth and the seed. They spread the seed.
They spread it within the family.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is not going to give Elon a dime, but Elon doesn't need it because he was there when they created 2 very successful companies. And there's a great video of him online where they're like, what do you think about Buzz Aldrin saying that what you're doing with SpaceX is irresponsible? And he's crying. He's like, those were one of my heroes. And it's a good point. We want to commercialize space travel like that. What's the point?
Have you heard
That's
Richard
crazy. I
Branson.
didn't know that either. I thought you needed a little chauffeur.
William Shatner did it, and he came down and was very depressed. He was like, I saw life, and when I die, I'm just nothing. He got very, very depressed at 94.
That sucks.
And he was Captain Kirk in Star Trek. No, he just saw how small the world was and started to question everything about his own.
He was like, Star Trek was all a lie.
Yeah, it was. That's
Not like
really
that at
mean
all.
to Will Wheaton?
They were Will
It's pretty
Wheaton.
wild if you really think
Next
about it all.
Generation.
Sorry, that was the wrong one.
That was Next Generation, the second
What
one.
do you
Yes,
guys
yes,
think
yes, I
happens when you die?
Nothing. You get turned into worm shit.
Yeah.
Something happened when we died. I'd kill myself right now just to feel it.
Clip. That's a clip.
And to our sponsors.
Well, Al Pacino died, and he was like, yeah, I died, and saw nothing. There's just nothing there after you're gone. It's just, wow.
Did he really die?
Yeah, and he's alive still, but he died for 2 minutes. He had a heart attack thing. And then there was a news article that said, Al Pacino confirms nothing after you die. And someone wrote, what do you mean confirms? And then I watched the interview. He's like, hey, I was alive, and then, it's gone, and there's nothing. It's black.
But maybe it takes a little buffering time.
Yeah. Have
He
you
was
seen?
in
Remember that?
in between.
Because
Remember
then
that
everyone
kid?
would just be purposely just
Nah.
killing themselves just for a second.
Nah, the people who said they saw heaven.
It's
Yeah.
not like as
Well,
soon as
that
your eyes
kid-
close, they're like,
chemicals.
welcome to the aftermath.
There was that
Yeah.
kid that saw heaven and then got a movie about it. I don't know.
But
you guys
he
weren't
didn't
plugged in.
see
He
heaven.
didn't
His
see
brain
heaven.
hallucinated him
he
into
was
thinking he saw
hallucinating
heaven.
he saw heaven, and then people were like, "Yeah, I saw I saw my mom's dead baby," and she was like, "We didn't tell him about that."
Yeah, it's like the people who see the face of Jesus in toast or go on those paranormal shows and they're like, I'm sensing
That was just an episode of Glee.
Ricky. No, not Ricky. I mean, Richard. He was my grandfather.
Right.
All
Like
that-
something that starts with an R, an R. A D?
I can think of
a
one, but
C.
I'm not going to say it. And that's what I think about ghosts and paranormal shit. You believe in ghosts? It's Halloween. Ooh.
Ooh,
You believe in ghosts?
topical. To a degree.
What
Yeah.
degree?
Yeah.
Yeah, what degree?
Casper
98
or...
specifically. I don't think it's Casper ghost white see-through shit, but I do think there's little spirits lurking around time to time. They get lost, they're in limbo. I don't know. I feel like there's something, or if you have a loved one die and then you have a symbol or a sign,
If
something
someone
happens.
very close to me were to
know.
die, I guess I lost my grandfather, but I'd like to think. But then I get all weird, I don't want him always around,
Watching
Yeah,
you
like when you're
masturbate.
I would be gnarly. That's no good.
Yeah. Or if I'm stealing money from my old lady. I think
that's grandma.
if there is no such thing as ghosts, but if there were to be, I hope that they're like unphysical force ghosts, and they're just like my relatives.
I don't
just
think
like
they
watching.
can penetrate.
Spooky ectoplasm. My mom is one of those moms that like she sees a cardinal and she's like, oh, there's your grandmother.
Oh yeah, my mom does that too.
Yeah.
Because then people get over it, they overdo it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like every cardinal. I'd be like, bitch is fucking busy
Everywhere.
today.
I think your afterlife is what you leave when you die.
People.
Yeah.
People, the thoughts, the work you
The
did.
memories.
There's a line in Preacher's Wife where
like
he's like,
that.
when
Yeah,
God
you
takes
keep them
somebody away
alive.
from us, they leave us with the strongest memories of them. And as those memories start to fade, so does the person. So it's up to you to always remember them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
afterlife.
Yeah,
Or
keep the memory alive.
there was a Buddhist monk one time that said to my dad, you don't believe reincarnation is real? Look at your 3 sons. You don't think they're reincarnated versions of you? And he went, yeah, I'm going to go beat them.
I hate myself.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. Troy Jr., the famous Troy.
Wow.
What was that look for?
And I was thinking how you're leaving a mark on everyone that loves and follows you. So that's him really living on. So he did his part, and he should feel
No,
special.
I did the part. He got to claim the name. I put him on stage in Indiana.
How'd that go?
Never doing that again. But it was nice because I wanted to do something nice for him. But then 2 minutes into his set, I was like, this is for me.
2 minutes is a long time.
He did
This
5.
is mine.
Was it good?
4 minutes of it were about me telling inaccurate stories. And another minute was, I don't know, me pretending it wasn't my dad. But like, it was nice to... That was when he left his whole suitcase in the airport.
Right.
Oh,
And he was
gosh.
grateful for me, but now he thinks that he can come. He's like, when can I open for you again, man? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't even like my mom at shows because she just will be like, your hotel room's a mess. You don't iron that shirt.
Will
Comb
they
your
come
hair.
to your Broadway shows?
No.
No.
It's weird going from having my parents at every show to having them at none. And then like when I go back to DC when they come to one after not having been at one for 6 months.
Just something weird about your parents watching you work. Have you seen your parents? Have your parents seen you?
I haven't seen my parents in years since NAM. Nah, my dad's never seen me. That sounded like it was gonna go into a weird direction. My mom might have once. I don't know.
My dad's seen
I don't
me
think
once.
any of my
Twice.
family see me. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
fucked up that they wouldn't have.
Well, I talk a lot of shit about them, so maybe it's full of
It's better if they don't. I
Yeah.
don't want my parents
I don't
at
like
a
knowing
show.
people in the crowd, honestly.
I don't either. It makes
I
it
hate
more
knowing
difficult.
I'd rather have strangers. Stranger danger.
Yeah.
I'm all about
Yeah.
I
it.
could talk to strangers, people I don't know all day long.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why my show in DC, I'm kind of like.
Yeah. We were gonna go, but I was like,
'Cause
I don't
there's
wanna
a lot of-
surprise-
Oh, that's so
overwhelm you,
thoughtful.
and I didn't want
Without
to
the
take. I didn't
counts.
want to like. Yeah, it was my off weekend. I didn't feel
Oh,
like.
it's Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Well, that's my off.
It's my off
weekend leading up to
Wednesday.
that.
I'm kidding.
Rose, you want to go
I'm
to
dead.
Atlanta?
Oh no.
No, but Torey, your headliner show is at DC Comedy Loft,
Yes.
November 20th.
That is correct.
You
November
can see
20th.
Slater and I, Secret Identity, live November 12th and in Irvine, California that weekend. Slater's been killing it on the road. I'm happy to report. She has killed it. She,
I leave a trail.
where have we been this year? Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand
I'm like, Mom,
Rapids?
tell me.
Where else? Florida, Pensacola. Tacoma, that was a lot of fun. Tacoma was fun.
That
They're
was
good
fun.
crowds.
I ran into that sign and got a concussion.
That was not fun.
And then I line danced.
Yeah.
I think you have to be a little concussed to get
Yeah,
those
yeah,
hard
yeah.
angles
She
in.
was not in a straight line.
Nope, I was not.
And where else? Where did we just come from? San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I was asking. What was it
Oh,
like performing in
Houston.
costumes? Oh, in Houston too. Oh my
Yeah,
God, that was
I
hot.
forgot.
Like hot.
Yeah, that was
like
hot.
sweltering
Are you in
hot.
August or something?
June, I feel like.
Oh.
I
right?
don't fucking know, man.
It all
It's
blends together.
blur.
We saw Bad Boys too. That's what I remember from Houston.
Oh yeah, with your dad.
Most with my dad.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was fun. That was fun.
Because he came.
I
to that
liked the
show.
Halloween focus
Yeah,
questions
at my
you
truck.
had. No. The question you had, you're like, are you afraid of ghosts? Halloween topic? Woo.
Yeah, I'm
All
trying.
right, yeah.
I got like 4 more
Oh,
Halloween
you
themes.
do?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say biggest.
Oh, I thought you
got
were wrapping it
structure.
up with the.
No,
Oh.
we're only no.
We're at
That's
an
a
hour.
no, we're not. We're at about
Oh, okay.
35 because it was recording for a good
I
10
see.
minutes before I set up. What was your experience like performing in a costume? Now you could perform in anything. Now you could do 10 minutes
Yeah,
at a bar
I'm
show.
fucking get up there naked.
They
That's
do
the
have
only thing I
naked
haven't
comedy
done.
shows.
Yeah, I was just
wouldn't
gonna
do
say
that.
that, dude. I always
It's a
see that
thing.
for the one in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm like, dude, I cannot.
No.
I'm not giving that
Never.
for free.
What if you cough?
And then you just piss all over the stage.
Or just
Everybody has
muscles tense
raincoats
up.
on.
You don't
They're in the
see that.
splash zone.
Yeah, everybody in the front should have them. Red Hot Chili
Yeah.
Peppers did a show like that where they wore nothing but socks.
That's kinda
Yeah,
fun.
Flea always gets naked and walks on his
Yeah.
hands. Yeah, I was tripping balls when I saw them for the first time, and he was doing that. And I was like, "Is that really happening?"
He's
Well,
he's
are
the
these
bald
drugs
one.
amazing. Yeah, well, like
he was in
buzzed.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, now he's bald, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still all like mad fit. You ever see like old bands and they're like old men and they take their shirts off? Like Slash ripped.
Slash, I saw
Yeah.
Slash live and he did not miss a beat. Axl's voice still sounded there, but like the
Yeah.
whole play guitar for as long as Slash was, and he left the band for a minute.
Yeah.
Did not miss a beat. He was amazing.
A
Yeah.
lot of
doing it for so
guitarists get
long.
like arthritis in their hands.
Yeah.
Too. Like my uncle is a
That's a
guitar player,
cool-
and it's like
Yeah.
his. If you see him just like sitting, his like resting hand pose is just like.
That's a cool
Heck,
reason to have arthritis, though. Mine would just be I was typing for a
Yeah.
company I
Yeah.
hated.
Texting.
A lot of hairstylists too.
Yeah, they get
Really?
Yeah, my aunt Phyllis has it really bad.
Ooh, yeah, I guess
Okay.
anything.
My
with a
dad
bunch
made me
of
feel real
hands.
dumb. He's like, "Yeah, she got it because what she does for a living." I was like, "What she do for a living?"
You think sex workers have?
No,
Arthritis?
because
No.
they're not really.
They're just stuck like
They're not
this.
working it as much or as intricately as a hairstylist or a guitar player. They're all like in
Yeah,
there,
they're all
in there, in there, in
business
there.
in and
Unless they're
out.
all female sex workers, then
Blah, blah, blah.
probably. Yeah. It's just like, flipping the switch on with the lights off. But if it's a
God.
dude, this isn't gonna give you arthritis.
no.
'Cause it's not gonna have to take as long.
Depends.
That hurts the wrist though.
Yeah.
I do.
Look at that flick of the wrist.
And so does scrolling on Twitter. But
That's true.
I put my phone down when it hurts.
If you were to get arthritis, how would you want to get it?
I have it. So not
Do you
genetically.
really?
Yeah, I have it in my knees and in my
Oh
fingers.
yeah.
I feel it in my toes.
That's when my foot falls asleep. I go, there come the diabetes. It just started.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. If I'm shitting, I try not to sit for more than 7 minutes because that's when my legs will
makes your
fall
feet
asleep.
fall asleep.
If I'm sitting there,
Gotta get more
Poop makes my
circulation.
feet fall
yeah, I
off.
guess so. I ripped 3 shower curtains that way
Jesus Christ.
Ew.
Because you're
'cause I couldn't get up.
stop.
Ah! And then the pole would fall too because it's not screwed
Does it
to the
happen in
thing.
They're
here?
never screwed
Not
in.
here,
Oh, okay.
but it happened in my Astoria
You
place.
need like a
did it in my
walker
ex's
when you
house.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
get you a life alert.
Yeah,
I feel like it's necessary, and it doesn't call 911. It just hits up me, Torey, or Rosie.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
just gonna
the
call
Apple
me.
I do have the Apple Watch.
That helps.
Yeah,
You used that when you fell down the subway stairs to call me.
I
Once.
did. I was like Batman. I said, "Call Torey."
And it was like this slew of texts that made no sense, and I was like, "You good?" And then like 4 hours went by, and I was like, "I don't think he's good."
It was like when I texted you before I had the seizure
Yeah,
in the
he
plane in
said-
Missouri. I was like, I wrote a parody to rock with you.
It was I want to fuck your shoes, and so anytime he like writes like a Michael Jackson parody, I'm like, you need to sit down.
10 minutes after that,
first."
I had a seizure on a plane.
Look at you
I
now.
still think that thing had legs.
I
wanna
think you sent me a
fuck your
voice memo
shoes
too. I'm gonna find it.
all night.
It was a lot of
Snakes on a
voice
plane,
memos,
seizures
and then
on
it was
plane.
yeah.
That's the scary thing is you won't know if I have dementia.
Yeah.
I know. I say that all the time.
If you have a seizure on a plane, that's terrible. How do you even
Your
know?
memory's pretty good though.
It's like turbulence.
the second
or-
you don't remember something, that's when I'll be like, "Oh no."
Yeah, well, for like a month after that, there was a lot of things I wasn't remembering
Yeah.
that was very scary. Or like Rosie would be helping me work on something, and I'd stand up to, and then I'd
he'd
be like, what
start
the
to.
I'd be like Liza Minnelli on Arrested Development with Vertigo. But it was just like cerebrally, it was so scary because I was like, if I don't fix this, then what I say on stage isn't going to come out right. And I already am kind of all over the place, but I'm usually pretty good about putting a pin
Well, you
cushion in
always-
something and come
yeah, I was
back.
gonna say you never say the same thing
But
twice.
Tempe
Yeah,
was
exactly.
the biggest testament to anything because I was fully concussed for
Yeah.
for 6 shows.
That one scared me.
It was I was scared. I didn't go to the doctor until that Tuesday, and they were like, "You did the 2 things you're not supposed to do after a concussion."
Yeah, get on a plane and scream.
3
and
things,
be
The
in the
lights.
light.
4
Yeah.
things.
Well,
use
at least you
your
can still
brain.
count. That's good.
Yeah, and it was
At least
Arizona too. You know, what was the worst Halloween costume you had growing up? Did your parents make you costumes, or did you get store
My
bought
grandmother
costumes?
made me
Made.
a witch costume that I
Made.
wore every year for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you've never taken it off.
Yeah, I'm still wearing it.
Yeah,
Getting witchy.
I can
with
see
it.
you as a witch, like Wicked Witch of the West Witch.
It was just like a sheet. Like she made me a very like loose cone. Like it was like
White
a
sheet.
triangle.
I also had
It
a
was,
white hood.
Yeah.
black with sparkles.
Ooh,
And I had a
Ooh.
witch hat.
someone's born in the Wicked.
Ooh.
It was beautiful. I loved it.
I was never a big fan. of
R.I.P.
witches.
Grandma.
R.I.P. She was killed by a witch.
That's mine.
What about you? What costume did you have made?
House. Yeah, my mom would always make ours too.
Like,
she would
go out
like,
and
but
make
not
them?
like hardcore.
Like,
Like,
okay,
it was like a fucking pillowcase she took off fresh
Another Klansman.
and then put holes in it and then threw it over me. Then she made me a little piggy.
Kermit.
I was like, these are
So that
interesting
sounds
choices.
intricate.
Yeah.
And then I was a cat for many years. There's
She looked
one
like
picture.
Shirley Temple when she was a kid.
Yeah. Why couldn't she make me Orphan Annie or some shit?
Yeah.
She missed
Or Shirley
opportunities.
Temple.
I had the ringlets and everything. And she's like, no, we're gonna put a bag over your head. Yeah, that was pretty much it. They just made like house stuff into a costume, and I was like, I love it.
Yeah, I liked the housemaid costumes.
I still do that now. I never buy like the
didn't do,
full
like, the slutty
costume
thing in
in the
college?
package. You know.
You never went slut mode.
In college,
on
probably no. I was
Halloween.
always a dude. I always had a mustache.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
when girls go bro.
Yep.
Your
well, it
Anchorman
was
was
always
one of my
that. All the
favorites.
pictures are like whore, Playboy bunnies, and there's Ron Burgundy.
Your Ron Burgundy and your Uma in Pulp Fiction are two of my favorite
Oh, I
costumes
did
you've
do
ever
that.
done.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Paris Hilton did that this year, but
All right, we got. Oh god damn it! All the questions just went away. We got some questions. Then Torey can go shit.
Thank you.
Because we have some leftovers from last episode we recorded.
Right.
Torey, what is your hair care routine
Really?
Hmm?
Someone asked
oh
that?
wow,
What
I
else
would like
that?
to know as well.
Heels.
and favorite
Amino
products? And they also
acid.
said, and Troy, when did you become such a bitch? So
Really?
reading these off the thing.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I need someone to hug you.
Kiehl's amino acid conditioner and shampoo. It is the best. And then I
Kiehl's.
use Wella hair oil when I get out of the shower.
And it's working hella
you.
fine.
So
Oh.
much. Thank you.
Dream blunt rotation. This goes for everybody. Dead or alive, pick 3. Slater,
Blunt
you first.
rotation.
Me first, you fucking son of a gun.
You're our guest.
Me? I would say obviously Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Maybe Colin Farrell. Keep it in the Farrells.
He's hot.
Oh
Yeah.
We're watching The Penguin right now.
Yeah, that's
He's-
top of mind. And Tina Fey.
Fun.
It's a good one.
That was
Yeah.
one of mine.
Brilliant.
Really?
She was one of the people that got me
You're gonna
back
need
into
her one day.
comedy.
Snoop Dogg would be fun too, but that's just a
Oh,
given.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Martha doc right now.
I need to watch that.
I was watching when Troy called, and here I am.
Is it talk about
Throw
her
on my
insider
cowgirl
trading?
hat and I put my boots on.
What is your dream blunt rotation? You know what a blunt is?
It's a marijuana.
Devil's lettuce, jazz
Marijuana
cabbage.
rolled up, nice and loose.
That's what Nelly is asking you. If you want to go and take a ride with me, smoke an
Man.
L in the back of the Benzie.
Oh,
Do I
what's
do
that?
this way?
Hey, must be
in
my
LA.
name. I like Remy Wolf. Lately, I've been on a kick with her. So
I
Remy
was
Wolf,
just listening to her
She's the
before.
best.
She's so good.
she'd be in there, I guess,
one.
and she's a fresh one. I just want someone that's like cool and down to earth.
Dead or alive?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Amy
Come on,
Winehouse.
there's somebody I could think of. That's not who I
At
thought.
Mac Miller.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's a good blunt
Yeah.
rotation.
Wait, what was the second one?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
She's a little,
nice.
You know, I love her, but she might be a little crazy in that circle.
Yeah.
She
They would
loved
talk
weed.
music too and leave me out. I need a comedian. Betty White.
That was the first comedian
Betty
you thought
White. No, dead. I think it'd be fun. Betty White, Mac Miller, and Remy Wolf.
That's
That's a
an
good one.
insane
That's an
collab.
insane
That's
lineup.
Yes.
good, right? Thank
Yeah.
of. What's yours, Rosie?
Insane lineup. That's hard. I think I've been on like a Danny McBride kick lately.
Oh,
I think
that's
that
a
would
good
be a
one.
good one. We're
Good.
from the same hometown, and so I think about that a lot. Danny McBride, Carol Burnett.
Those two alone.
I know there's got to be a dead one.
George Washington,
George Washington Carver.
the man who invented the peanut butter.
Yes, I'll go George Washington.
George Washington Carver.
Oh, Patty LuPone.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
That seems like she could
Michael
use
Jackson.
it. Michael, Cat Williams, and Jimmy Carter. Because I know you can't pass it to him, so I would just be between.
Oh, you're
Jimmy
thinking of
Carter
the group.
now.
Mhm.
That'd be fun.
Hospice Jimmy Carter.
Cat Williams smoking a blunt would be amazing.
Yeah.
He had a bit where he was like, "We smoke with Snoop Dogg. They are professional smokers. We went inside of the trailer. They were passing it like a ghetto track meet."
Oh
That's
my
really good. With the hair, even you are Cat Williams.
Shaman Haya Shaquanda. Don't I have another one of you bitches in Atlanta ask if you could touch my hair? No, bitch, you can't. Talk about your hair retain heat. I done had this hair all day, bitch. It ain't burned me yet. Next question. Hi, I'm Troy Bond, and welcome back to We Know Black People. Today, Torey's dressed as a plantation owner.
No, I'm Lil Nas.
You could be like a Django Unchained.
I'm a space.
Not on the good side. Like kissing Kate Barlow. Someone asked me a question from the karate school.
Oh.
Where does the kick in kata number 5 go? Groin. Left, right, kick, left, right. What was the best part of your 2024 so far?
So far, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's still 2 more months.
So bad. I don't know. This wasn't my best year. I'll say it. I'll say it.
I'll say it too.
Not my best year.
Was not for you.
Not my best year.
Worst, actually.
That was too good.
What was the best part?
Just not. It's just not.
A rosebud thorn, everybody.
I will not elaborate. It was that bad.
You're always going Peach and Pit.
Would have skipped it, honestly.
What was the best part? Slater?
Best part of 2024?
I became an aunt.
Oh, that is good.
Look how excited you were.
I guess it's not really my story to tell, you know?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
But-
you added to the family.
Yeah.
I don't like that answer. That's trash.
Going on the road with me,
That was fun.
Dania Beach.
It was good times. I always love the road.
Oh yeah, that was this year. That started our year off. That was fun. When us three
St.
were all
Pete?
in St.
Yeah.
Pete,
Yeah.
That was fun.
we fucking raged.
That was fun.
We were on the beach. Things got crazy.
Then, yeah.
Lost things, gained
know.
things.
You have the
think
best
about
part
this.
of your year?
Yeah, it's a tough year.
It's hard.
2024.
I haven't had time to reflect.
I know,
You
that's
know,
how I
I need
feel.
Spotify Wrapped, but I need that for my life.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant
Like-
statement.
Brilliant.
Wrap it up.
I had a probably one of the roughest years of my life, but it was still a good year. Like the best part of my year was learning that, because last year at the end of the year I was like, well, 2023 was it. I'm not touring anymore. And then 2024 got off to a rocky start, but I was like, well, yeah, they're just not going to love me anymore. And then the best part was going back out and people still wanted to come see me live. That was nice because at least I knew it wasn't a one-trick pony.
Yeah. So that was your highlight? That you're
Highlight was knowing that people still liked me.
invincible.
No, not invincible, but unbreakable.
Okay, that's good. That's actually beautiful. Good word for the year.
Yeah, that was a hard year. Damn.
I
I'm
said
It's
thinking
been a
about
rough year.
Yeah.
We all had a rough
People.
one.
Yeah.
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 But we're here, guys. We made it.
And that's
Go team.
you can have any superpower in the world, but you have to give up your arms. Which would you pick?
No superhero
grow arms.
power.
So
Yeah,
I was gonna
like
say
a
regenerate
like the
yeah, like a starfish.
or the lizard.
Next.
Yeah, hit us again.
Done.
Why do you like comedy? Because it brought me to everybody in this room.
Aww.
Everything else about it, I fucking hate.
Ah, now we can't answer it.
Which one is mine too? All right, I'm just gonna shut down. 1, 3, 4. All right. Why do you like comedy, Slater? Do you like comedy?
What?
I don't know if I do sometimes.
Am I back on? I was just gonna mime it.
You're back.
Why do I like comedy? Was that the question?
So someone asked.
Well, I can't afford therapy, and humor is this nation's backbone, which is incidentally mine. What's the word? Incidentally mine.
We got there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Torey,
Heels.
Same answer, trauma.
Rosie.
About the same answer. I don't know.
Oh,
I was always creative, and I
We're
wasn't.
fucked up.
I'm in it
Okay.
for the money. Have you turned in your ballots yet? No, I'm going to vote in person on Thursday. How'd Rosie end up working as your assistant? I'm not going to answer the second part. Or I'm not going to say the second part
What
of the
was the
question.
second
That's
part?
weird.
And why is her voice so adorable?
That's cute.
From Ricky Martin.
Did it actually say that, or are you being mean?
No, it really actually says that.
Ricky Martin?
Okay. I have.
That dude who always he
Oh,
responds to
yeah.
your stuff too.
I was literally like living
guilt.
the vida loca.
Yeah. How did Rosie end up as my assistant? Do you want to tell that story?
Sure. I was working I was like interning at another comedy club, and then I texted Torey and asked if he wanted to do a spot, and he was like, I got a new phone number. By the way, I need an assistant. That's kind of how it happened.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of like, it didn't really happen for a couple months, and then it happened. It was, I don't know. We met when he was the host of the very first show I did when I came to New York. At Gotham Comedy Club, and it was kind of like full circle that like he'd be the first person I got to feature for.
Cute. Full
That
circle.
is cute. Put a little bow on that. I know.
Got
You
to watch Rosie
literally
grow
look
up.
in with the wig, like in your hair, and you just keep putting
He
it
keeps
behind
like
your ear. You're
tucking
like,
it.
yeah.
You look like Debbie Ryan.
You're like a single mom over there.
Yeah, no. I got to watch Rosie grow up, and I always knew she was going to be great because she was young and had broken dreams already at 15. So I was like, oh, yeah, by the time comes, you're going to be so ready for this business.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she's done an incredible job. She's my right-hand man. I'm invaluable. Or she's invaluable. I'm invaluable. I don't even need to be here anymore. It could all just be Rosie. But I've thrown her in the deep end for so much, and she's been a great student, and she's a much wiser adult than I am, and I'm very proud of everything that she's accomplished, as I am with you.
Oh, thank you.
And also with you.
You can see Slater and I at Irvine Improv, November 15th, 16th, and 17th. Make sure to check out our podcast, Shotcast, on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and YouTube. Torey will be headlining DC Comedy Loft on November 20th. Get your tickets in the description below. You can see me at Irvine Improv the same weekend as Slater. Governor's Comedy Club, November 8th and 9th, and Atlanta, Georgia with Torey, December 18th, 19th, and 20th. And Zany's Nashville in January. All on my website, troybond.comey.io. Any parting words?
Thank you for listening.
And thank you for being a guest on our
Thank you
Halloween
for being
Spooktacular Bonding episode.
Ooh, I hope we scared you.